What is up, everyone? Hope everyone had a decent day yesterday. I unfortunately had an interesting day. I know I logged off and everything, but I went to the car dealership and I was just waiting for my car, and then I ended up waiting for a really long time, and I had my laptop with me, so I just kind of started trading on my evaluation account, on the 100K evaluation account, and we were up a good amount of money. We only needed like 2K more to pass the evaluation, and the payment, like the billing for that account, was going to be next Saturday or something. So I kind of just wanted to try to knock that out and get at least like a couple more trades in for today, so I didn't have to pay that billing fee. Unfortunately, I ended up losing the account, which it sucks, putting all that time and effort into it. Because when I was trading yesterday afternoon, it just was not, I was not following my rules at all. Not one bit. And that just goes to show you that when you don't follow your rules and your strat, you're gonna end up making big mistakes. I mean, luckily, I knew I wasn't gonna touch my funded account. So, my funded account's still fine and everything. But I think after that happened, I'm only sticking to my strat no matter what, for sure. So that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but I just didn't follow my rules. I was just a little too eager, I guess. But hey, it's alright, it is what it is, because as I usually say. And on to the next. So now we're just gonna focus on a funded account and just get a couple payouts from there, and then we'll reinvest into getting some evaluation accounts. But anyways, so enough of the bad news, back to some good things. So we can see that we have the pre-market point of control right here, which is about 50 points lower. So I will look for opportunities to go short, because I do think we will end up kind of coming back down to this area, to 710 area. And we also are kind of in like a supply area as well. So it seems like we kind of reached yesterday's value area high, where, look at that, down. Just started to go down a bit. So I gotta pay attention or be on the lookout, since we are above since we are above yesterday's POC, I could look for a potential long here if we do not break this high, because we are in the 144 retracement area. So if we get a bit of a move down here without breaking this high. Okay, now if we can get a confirmed breakout above here, then I'll look for the long entries. Oh, but also we actually are in the retracement area for the downside. All right, let's see if I can get a push back up before breaking this low. No. Okay. So I don't think I see any entry, but I do think that price will end up going down. Let's see what happens. Or maybe we can just try to break this high and get another entry to the downside. Actually, I don't know. Might want to go a little up, potentially, if we get a confirmed break above this high. No. Psych. Let's see if we get a confirmed break below this low. Nope. Yeah, I might just not take this play at all. I might wait a little bit longer. I gotta see if there's any data being released today. Let's see. I do think price will want to go down to go to that pre-market POC level I was talking about before. So I do have a little bit of a short bias, but we'll see. Today's Friday, September 19th. Oh, no data coming out. Nice. Yeah, I probably could have gone for a tiny little quick scalp right here, because we had a confirmed breakout to the top side here from breaking this high. We had a confirmed push to the upside, so definitely could have gotten in for something very quick. But as I said before, I'm only sticking to my trading rules, trading style. It was working very well for the past few weeks. Yeah, so I'm making a promise to myself that I'm only gonna be trading morning hours for sure. I don't think I will ever touch the afternoon session again. It's just not worth it to me. Like from what I've experienced in the past, I think when I tend to trade if I don't trade the morning hours, I trade other hours, I think I tend to just not do as well because of price not moving as volatile as it would in the morning, for example. And as I've been saying, I am in and out. I don't like to be in trades for a long time. I'm kind of impatient when it comes to that. I mean, I'll wait for the trade opportunity, but once I'm in the trade setup, I am a little bit impatient. Yeah, I could enter short here, but short here, stop would be above here. I'm not too sure because it seems like price has been consolidating a little bit. But I do have high conviction that we will go down to the 710 area. But the question is, are we gonna go there like now? Or is it gonna be a situation where it happens yesterday where we are like 13 points away from it and then we kind of bounce to the other side, but then ultimately we do end up coming back down to that 710 area. Yeah, we're just kind of consolidating here, so it's kind of dangerous territory to enter short because price could just break above this high So anyways, back to what I was saying. I'm gonna make a promise to myself and to you guys that every single trade I take will be recorded and will only occur during morning hours. I promise you. I'm not crossing my feet or anything, I just uncrossed them. You see, now it seems like we can be pushing up a little bit. And if I entered short down here, I would be in a decent amount, not really a decent amount of drawdown, but I would be in drawdown. And my stop would be up here. Okay, so I can look for potential shorts again, because we did end up breaking this high, and we still are in that retracement area. Excuse me. Alright, let's see if we continue this push to the downside. Again, I need to see a little bit of a bounce, then a continued push to the downside before I can consider going short. Okay, like there. So I can consider going short as long as we don't break these highs. I don't know, it's kind of giving that we're going to want to break those highs and probably want to come up into this area from 790 to 810 or even a little bit higher, because this is kind of giving like a lot of people have their stops placed above here, kind of just like how here a lot of people will probably put their stops below here if they're going long. People put stops above here if they're going short. So it seems like it took out this liquidity to the downside. Maybe we want to take out this liquidity to the upside. But we are getting a little bit of retracement without breaking this high, which is good. Now we just want to see like a confirmed breakout to the downside. Once again, this is the high I don't want to see broken. And then the zone I'm kind of looking at would be from here to here. So it seems like if this is down close candle without going a little bit higher, it will close maybe one tick below here. Yeah, you see. So now I want to wait for price to come back in. This low is at 58.75. This low was at 58.5. This high, 58.5. So I need price to come back a little bit higher in here in order for me to enter short. Yeah, just like that. Still no entry yet. Might enter here. Yep.
Order filled.
I'm in. Stop just above this high. We'll still leave the stop where it is. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it go. Break even.
Target filled.
Nice. Alright, that was a decent trade. I think on the 55, it also is looking somewhat decent. So maybe I can get a second entry. No, psych, just kidding. The 55 doesn't look too good. I think you could honestly just enter another short here, to be honest. Yeah, you see it's gonna keep going down. Yeah, definitely have to be careful in this area as well with the shorts. You see, that's why because my stop would be above here, I would be in decent amount of drawdown. I'd be a little bit nervous. Probably re-enter shorts right here because that risk reward ratio is actually a lot better. But yeah, that's why I like to just go for the quick snipe. All you need is 10 points. Because you never know what price is going to want to do. Also, we did have to be careful in this area because we were at yesterday's POC, and this was a retracement area, and it seems like we're kind of bouncing off of it. So I just had to be, whoa. Okay. Yeah, so it's a good thing I was able to secure my profits when I did. It's also another reason why once I'm like, around 6 points in profit. I just move it to break even. Yeah, so what I was saying before, you can see how yesterday we had like these lows and then these highs. I would bet that there's resting liquidity down here and also above here. So it took out the resting liquidity below. Now it's wanting to probably take out the resting liquidity that's up here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we go past yesterday's high for a little bit and then retrace back down to the 710s. But 710 is still my ultimate, I would say, goal to the downside. Yeah, look, this high is at what? Give me a sec. This high that was created is at 817.5. And if we look at yesterday's high right here, it was 816. So I'm sure there was a good amount of people that probably had some resting stop orders right above here in this area. For sure. And this is, a good area to draw out some levels as well. because once price kind of breaks above here, you can kind of do like a little break and retest. You kind of see what happens. And this supply zone that I kind of drew out ended up kind of wanting to go out of it. Now it might just be a potential demand zone. So we're going to switch that to demand. Ideally, I would like to get one more trade in, but we'll see. Market isn't showing any potential entries as of right now. And I would definitely be hesitant on going long in this area, for sure, because, it's uncharted territory. You know what would be interesting though is on the 55. You can see that we kind of have our setup occurring, but it's at like all-time highs, or not, I don't even know if I think this is kind of all-time highs, at least with this contract. We have our setup kind of occurring, so I'm curious to see if we get like a confirmed down close below this low. I mean, I don't think I'll enter, but I definitely will enter actually. But it's just, something that I kind of just saw and noticed. Also, I forgot to put my indicator on. I gotta figure out why this indicator doesn't want to stay whenever I add it and just close my charts and save my charts. Let's see what this next candle does on the 55. I would for sure be tempted to go short, but and this red candle pretty much signals that a reversal is coming. Kind of like how you saw here, the red candle showed a little tiny reversal. Maybe this is where we start pushing down to the 710 area. I mean, this would be nice because we have the zone. Let me get rid of this. We have this low. We also have this high. And if this is a down close candle, it's also going to be breaking below this low. So it's like a 2-for-1. So I think that's kind of nice. Yeah. I'm tempted to go short for sure. So now we have that close, and pretty much all you really want to wait for is price to kind of retrace back into here, which it does right now. So then now I would go to the 34 to try to get like an earlier entry. We also did have a 144 down close candle as well. And now we're in that retracement zone area.
Order
I'm in
filled.
shorts, stop above this high. Remember, as soon as I kind of see like 6 points, yeah, I think I might put a stop loss. Break even. I might just close out here actually.
Order filled.
Yeah, I just closed. Good thing I kind of closed. I kind of saw, I didn't like how it kind of bounced from down here a little up. So I was like, okay, we were down, or we were up, what was that? From 792. So we were 2 points away. We were up about 8 points, and I just didn't like that. So I kind of just exited with 5-point profit. But we are getting another entry potentially with our same exact play. And I will remove this box just so that we can see. We have this high, we have this low. And now what I'm focused on is this zone. All right, now I'm not focused on that zone anymore. If we break this high, then I'm not interested anymore. But also, I may just call it here. Took 2 trades. I guess it depends on what's kind of going on here. So now this is the zone that I'm looking at. Okay, let's see what happens here. All right, I'm no longer interested in this zone. Well, not me saying, I'm probably not gonna take this trade earlier here, but I took it. I was liking it, and I just like I really do think we will end up hitting like the 710 area. So I think that's why I'm also short biased. Okay, now we broke these highs, so I'm no longer interested. Yeah, also what I've kind of just started doing is, we saw this on the 55 kind of playing out. Where was that zone? We got the zone drawn out right here. So I wait for the close, then I kind of just go on the lower time frame, so on the 34. And then I kind of wait for price to come back in, then I just enter. And price should just kind of be going down more. which it does here, and I was able to, just take out 5 points. But I think that's another good way of entering quicker. I do think we will end up keep going down, and I am tempted to go short again, because I do like this setup. We've kind of got to wait and see what happens here. But I don't think I'm going to enter actually any more positions. I might be done for the day. How's E55 holding up? Yeah, I'll give it till 7:15. If I don't see anything by 7:15, I'm just gonna call it a day. You don't want to give back profits, especially on a Friday. You don't want that to ruin your weekend. Yeah, also it's a little tricky up here because we got that confirmed breakout to the downside, but then ended up breaking some more liquidity. This is something that I kind of do like though. We have a confirmed breakout to the downside, but it doesn't break like the other lows, and then price kind of comes back up, takes out this high, and I do think we will continue going down now. Yeah, you see we've kind of just been pushing down a little bit more. I'll give it another 5 minutes, but honestly, I don't see anything happening. Or at least my strat happening. Who knows, maybe I'll try to make some sort of automation, some sort of bot for this strat, because I have done it for like a bunch of other strategies before, but not this one. And this one has been working extremely well for me. And usually when I build these bots, I like to use Copilot over GPT. Chat has some issues with coding when you go a little bit more, when you need a little bit more advanced techniques. But I find that GitHub, the Copilot, it's pretty decent at coding. If we get a rejection here, then we should be going to the downside without breaking this high. It's a 50% chance that'll occur. So yeah, you could enter short. I mean, I'm not going to, because I'm already up for the day. I was saying before, there's really no need to give my profits away. Especially like this isn't even my setup, so yeah, I don't think market's gonna want to do much anymore right now. It's a shame, because I want to see it hit that 710 area, or at least the market's not going to do anything for the next like 2 minutes, which is what I pretty much gave myself, until 7:15. It's about to be 7:15. I do think it'll end up kind of going down. I don't know when, but I do think today it'll go down to the 710 area. At least that's what's been happening with like pre-market, the pre-market POC. If we open up high, let me see. Kind of like what happened yesterday, and I think also the previous day before. The pre-market POC was somewhere up here, I believe. And we were, I think it was like around 712, 718, somewhere around here. And we were, or no, it was 725 area. So it was right around here at this line. And price opened up down here, went down, and I said that price was like 12, 13 points away from hitting the pre-market POC, which was right here. But then ultimately it reversed, came down, and then pushed back up and hit the pre-market POC. And it did that the other day as well. I don't know if it was this day or another day, but that's what I've been kind of noticing. If a few minutes before market open, if the POC is at like a lot lower or higher than where market currently is at, price will typically want to retrace back to that area. That's why I'm so, I guess, reluctant and maybe a little confident that price will, by the end of the day, will retrace back to the 710 area. I think it should kind of do it somewhat soonish, like kind of nowish. But the market doesn't seem to want to be moving. You see, like it would have been a decent entry to go for a quick short, as I was saying before. So who knows, maybe now it'll want to go. But I don't know if I can enter anymore because it's already 7:15, and I'm just gonna stick to what I've been saying. So, you know, we're up a little bit for the day. There's really no need to rush any trading. So I'm just gonna call it there. And once I do a recap later today, we'll end up seeing if price did end up hitting that 710 target that I kept mentioning. But yeah, with that being said, guys, don't overtrade. Don't do what I did yesterday. Do not overtrade. Just stick to your time frames, your time allotted for trading, and you should be good. Stick to your rules. With that being said, guys, peace out.